Welcome to today's video, which will be for smart home, home assistant. So I'll separate those out. So if you don't have home assistant, you won't have to worry. And something I've been contemplating for a while. I have three smoke alarms here in my home. Two are hardwired. One of them is battery. And the more I thought about it, because I get to travel a little bit more now than I used to, is they do me absolutely no good if I'm traveling and something happens at the house. It really doesn't do me much good, number one. Um, and number two is if there was a problem and the house lost the electricity, the hardwired ones aren't really going to be much help either, are they? So what I've done is I've decided that I'm going to begin to add to my home assistant, which I'm going to show you in a little while. So one thing is it's very, very hard to find a smoke detector that works with Home Assistant. I'm sure they're out there, and I'm sure maybe I didn't look right, but it wasn't easy. I now know that I need to go to Z-Wave. I could go to Z-Wave or Zigbee or Matter. I've chose Z-Wave as a protocol, and so I have purchased this, which I think was around $9, I think. Um, Actually, I'm going to check this and let you know. But anyway, so I purchased this from Amazon. It's a Z-Wave USB stick, which I'm going to plug into my Raspberry Pi. And the way I would understand it is that it would, in effect, become like a hub for any Z-Wave products that I purchased. Now I have a mesh system, and the good news is the Raspberry Pi is very close to one of the mesh points or routers for my Aero system. So I'll let you watch me for Home Assistant. I'll let you watch me go ahead and plug this in, and we're going to see how easy it works with Home Assistant. If you've followed any of my Home Assistant videos, I've called it a nightmare, but I keep doing it. So, it's, and it's I keep doing it because in the long run, I think it's a good thing to do. I also purchased this First Alert smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector. It works with Z-Wave, so therefore why I got this stick. And it was very difficult to find. They're actually, as best I could tell, they're actually discontinued. I assume there's a new product coming out. Very, very hard to find anywhere. Amazon had it, then they were out of stock. Then it was coming soon, then it was out of stock. So I wound up buying this on eBay. Now, this was right around 50 US dollars on eBay. So this has a real long-lasting battery, so it's battery operated, and it has a long-lasting battery. So I'm going to let you watch me uh, install this, and I'm going to install this in the basement. So I have three floors here. I have a basement, a main floor, and an upstairs where all the bedrooms are. The main floor and upstairs both have hard wire, and I'll be replacing those I think with this, if I install this and it works the way I want it to work. So I'm going to let you watch along with me, and then I'll let you see how it is and what it looks like on Home Assistant. So here we go. Okay, so this is my Home Assistant setup on my computer. You could see here on the screen, I have a very wide screen so you can see everything on it. And though I've not really set up any automations just yet, I'm getting ready. Here's my Raspberry Pi, and that is where I am going to put the Z-Wave USB stick. And you can see I have my Ethernet cable coming in and my power supply, which is where my left hand is. So the Ethernet is to my Eero mesh system, and it goes actually right from there back to the main Eero section. So you can see I have an Eero router right there, or I should call it a point. So here we go with the Zeus USB stick that we're just going to put into our Raspberry Pi 4B. If you didn't know, because I've never actually mentioned this, there is nothing plug and play. So this USB stick is not going to simply go into a port and be ready. So there is my Raspberry Pi. There's two USB ports on there. So I am simply going to plug it into one of them. All set. And I'm going to get a nice little blue light on it so I know that there is power going to it. So here we go. I'm now just going to go through the menu, and I'm going to add this, or at least I think I am. So we'll go ahead and add the Z-Wave to it. Pretty easy to install. I will tell you, on the Raspberry Pi, installations take a little bit longer than they would on a PC or a Mac. So again, it's not plug and play. So I actually have to install this Z-Wave integration. So with most products on Home Assistant, you have to start it. So not just install it. So now you have to go ahead and click start. At this point, I thought it was going to be really simple, like just install. It wasn't. It is going to wind up taking me a long time, just because I didn't quite know exactly how to get this thing working properly. So now, as I kept going here and was adding this integration, I get to select a product, and there is my product, my Zeus. So that was fairly straightforward. So there I am on my Raspberry Pi, which is on the which is the system hardware. So I found all hardware. Again, adding the integration. So you could see I was having all kinds of trouble here. So once you do get it installed and recognized, you do have to do just a little bit more work in your configuration. No matter what you install on Home Assistant, there is so much available data. It is just not believable. So anything you want, that data is available on any device. So here we go. Let's see if we have it. And there it is. So I'll show it to you in a moment. But it is now part of my dashboard on Home Assistant. Well, that's done. So let me just summarize very quickly, much quicker than I actually installed it, because it actually wasn't all that bad had I just read a little bit more before I did it. So step one is you just plug in the USB stick, which I did into my Raspberry Pi 4B, and a little blue light came on. So I knew uh, that at least it was connected in some way, shape, or form. Uh, to make sure, I did go to settings, and then I went to system and then hardware, which showed my Raspberry Pi. And then to the bottom of it, there's a little blue area you could click. And I don't know what your words will say. I think mine said more hardware. So I clicked that, it opened up, and I had a hard time finding it because it was actually under the letter T. So you just have to you could do a search and put in zoos, and it'll get you there. So it was like TTY dash something, but the main thing was it showed that it was installed, connected, and running. So that was all done, one, two, three. Then I went to Home Assistant settings, and in the settings, I went to add-ons, and then on the bottom right, I went to add-on store, and in add-on store, I found my Zeus uh, um, JS Wave. I installed it. And after I installed it, I started it. And so now I was done with, I had this now installed on the Raspberry Pi and on Home Assistant. So that was step two. Step three was to add an integration into Home Assistant. So what I did is I went to Settings, Devices and Services, and on the bottom right, Add Integration. And after I did that, I looked for zoos. I found it. I clicked on zoos. It opened up, and it gave me two alternatives for installation there as an integration. So one was manual and one was recommended. I took the easy way out and I did the recommended. That took literally no time. So now I was all done with the three steps. A final check, in my case, I had determined that I was satisfied that Microsoft Copilot had taken me down the correct path to install this. So I actually copied the configuration that was in the integration. So I clicked configuration, it opened up. I copied it, I pasted it into AI and said, hey, what do you think? And AI confirmed it was installed and it was operating, meaning running. So three steps, all done. Um, it wasn't really that difficult. I made it a whole lot more difficult than it needed to be. Thanks, guys. Next step, I'm going to put my first Z-Wave product up, and it's going to be a smoke detector. Here is our first alert smoke and CO detector, the combo. So the first thing just for you to know is the battery. There's a little thumb hole here, and actually it just simply slides out like that. So that's it. So we'll put the batteries in and see what happens. So you get two batteries with the smoke alarm. There's a little guide underneath that shows you which way to put the batteries. One goes each way. And then, of course, we're going to slide like that. And you get a beep. So the beep will tell you that we have begun the installation of our alarm. This one's going to go in the basement, as I mentioned. Well, okay. I now have my first alert, smoke alarm, carbon monoxide alarm all set up. I have it installed in my basement as I had planned to do. It was not straightforward and easy. Uh, and I think this was not a case of it was me. A little bit was me. But again, nothing's plug and play. Nothing is just here it is. We'll connect it and we're all set. Nothing. So there's a number of steps you have to go through to connect it to the Z-Wave, and the Z-Wave, of course, then connects it into Home Assistant, and there you have it all under one roof, which is the reason I keep trying very hard to use Home Assistant. So let me show you what this looks like on Home Assistant, and it's there. And where I am is I'm very, very sure additional alarms will be very easy to install. I really am sure of that. It is time for us to summarize and conclude this video. So let me show you where I am with Home Assistant. Um, Again, you'll see a lot of stuff here. It looks nice and neat and orderly, and frankly, it is. Uh, but things still are not going well. Let me go right to what we just looked at. So I'm going to go all the way down here, and you can see here is the USB controller for my Z-Wave. And here it is. And again, like everything else in Home Assistant, it gives you so much information. So the good news is any kind of information you want is here, and it's absolutely great. So that was the USB stick. It is in, it's working, and over here is the smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. And you could see so far what I have on it is whether carbon monoxide is detected, clear, smoke detected, clear, and it shows you where the battery level is on it. So kind of simple. I can add some more things if I want to it, but this is fine for now. And this is really all I really wanted it to do, right? And I'll put an automation in so that I get notifications if this changes. So I'm going to do that right away. While I'm on Home Assistant, a couple of things. I'm working with an area ARIA heater down here. I haven't come any further than just simply getting an icon on there or a picture, but I am working on that. It's a portable heater. It's in a basement to complement the rest of the heating system in the house. Tesla. Tesla doesn't work. Looks neat, I bet, but it just doesn't work. It stopped working almost a week ago. I've now put in 16 hours using AI, using Home Assistant, using anything I could to get it running again. With with no luck, it is not running. So this one is a little bit complex, but anyway, I'm going to keep working on it. Another thing here is on my Wise cameras. So this the doorbell, the garage, basement, kitchen. This one here is my Wise light bulb cam, and this not only works. It says unavailable. That's incorrect. It actually updates. None of the other cameras are updating. This one actually updates, and it's been great. So you could see outside right about 30 seconds ago what it looked like. So that's what I'm just working on also. And finally, let's see, I did update with a new weather app. This is actually AccuWeather. And so I've updated this here. And well, let's see, is there anything else before I let you go this time? I have added two more dashboards. So I have a gifts and a shopping dashboard, and I'll show you those. They're kind of neat and easy to use. So I will show you those, but not ready yet. And there we are. So Home Assistant, that's where we are right now. Some things not working. I just added the Z-Wave USB stick along with the first alert alarm system. So you are caught up with my Home Assistant.